Casey, I love you. You know that.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 teen drama stars who fell in love on set.
Why don't you let people see the good in you?
Because when people see good, they expect good.
It's always been you, Summer. It's always been you. Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
For this list, we'll be looking at those serendipitous times on-screen chemistry allegedly spilled over into real life, whether it lasted or not. If we missed your favorite romances, let us know which ones they were in the comments below. Number 10, Leighton Meester and Sebastian Stan, Gossip Girl.
Carter. What are you doing here?
Long before he was gracing our screens in the MCU, Sebastian Stan had a small role amongst our favorite Upper East Siders on Gossip Girl.
But it seems to me your only problem is having a party all by your lonesome.
Except she's not alone.
Carter Bazin wasn't one of the main characters, but he did have a brief fling with Blair Waldorf herself, which eventually led to an off-screen romance between Stan and Leighton Meester.
What are you doing with this insect?
Having the time of my life. Thank you very much.
Carter and Blair's relationship on the show was just a blip in the story of Chuck and Blair, who are endgame of course, but Meester and Stan dated for 2 years before calling it quits in 2010.
I'd rather take Carter's help.
Number 9, Keri Russell and Scott Speedman, Felicity.
Well, yeah, I think you're exactly right.
This 90s teen drama spawned many a real-life relationship. Before Jennifer Garner married Ben Affleck, she was married to Felicity co-star Scott Foley. But today we want to focus on Keri Russell and Scott Speedman.
You asked me last night why I stopped by. It's because I miss you. I want to start over.
Of course, fans remember the sparks between Ben and Felicity on screen, but those sparks were flying off camera as well, although perhaps not with great results. In an episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, Speedman revealed he may not have been the best boyfriend in the world, particularly with how he handled Russell's infamous haircut.
And I got to work and she turned around the corner and my face sort of froze in a half panic, half smile situation. Like, it just did not pull it off. And you called me on. There was a chia head sort of vibe to it. But it grew,
Chia pet.
Chia pet,
It was a chia pet.
But it grew into something great.
Luckily, the two seem very friendly now, chia pet hair quips aside. Number 8, Joshua Jackson and Katie Holmes, Dawson's Creek. Sometimes the chemistry is so obvious you just can't deny it.
What are you trying to say,
Joe,
Pacey?
I don't
Why
wanna-
are we standing? I don't.
So was the case with Joshua Jackson and Katie Holmes during their time on Dawson's Creek. Of course, fans remember the formative romance between Pacey and Joey, which began in season 3 of the show's run.
Remember that?
I remember everything.
But according to creator Kevin Williamson, that electric connection between the two young actors was apparent way earlier, leading to the decision to lean into that relationship and away from Dawson and Joey.
Pacey, I love you. You know that. And it's very real.
Of course, the two went on to other high-profile relationships, but Holmes called Jackson her first love, and we understand. Pacey was ours too.
Are those tears? Are you crying?
You got me.
Number 7, Blake Lively and Penn Badgley, Gossip Girl.
But you were the love of my life, Dan. I don't know, I guess I just thought it was yours too.
XOXO, another romance in the big city. Serena and Dan were one of Gossip Girl's central couples, so it only makes sense that their real-life counterparts felt the spark themselves.
Well, I think if we could get through the last 5 years, then we could get through a few more nights. So, you can stay.
But for a show that's all about, well, gossip, Blake Lively and Penn Badgley were remarkably adept at keeping their relationship under wraps.
That's what I want.
Reportedly, higher-ups at the show didn't know the two were dating for a while before they went public. And when the two broke up after about 3 years of dating, the crew wasn't aware of the breakup for months. That's what we in the industry like to call professionalism, folks. Number 6, Alexis Bledel and Milo Ventimiglia, Gilmore Girls. It's the age-old question, Team Jess, Team Dean, or Team Logan?
And she appeared, the first photograph on Fox Talbot's jail.
If you were a Gilmore Girls fan, no doubt you have strong opinions. Well, it seems Alexis Bledel had an opinion as well, coming down firmly on Team Jess and dating Milo Ventimiglia in real life.
I can't catch my breath.
You're not supposed to.
That certainly accounts for the crackling chemistry between Jess and Rory on screen, but these two were notoriously private throughout the course of their tryst. A lot of news about their relationship didn't really come to light until after they broke up.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too.
That is a long time to keep something like that a secret, considering they'd been dating for over 3.5 years. So kudos to these two. Number 5, Adam Brody and Rachel Bilson, The OC. Welcome to The OC. With two of the most popular couples in the teen drama canon, Marissa and Ryan, Seth and Summer, The OC was bound to make this list.
It's always been you, Summer. It's always been you.
Adam Brody and Rachel Bilson followed in the footsteps of their TV counterparts and began dating during the show's first season.
You want another shot?
That's what I'm saying.
The relationship lasted throughout most of the show's 4-season run. But unlike Seth and Summer, remember that picturesque outdoor wedding? These two did not make it down the aisle. Brody went on to marry fellow teen drama royalty, Leighton Meester, and Bilson dated another co-star, Hayden Christensen, on and off for about 10 years.
Where do you want to go?
Surprise.
Number 4, Cole Sprouse and Lili Reinhart, Riverdale. Bughead lovers unite.
Jughead Jones. I love you.
Ever since Riverdale started back in 2017, fans have been speculating about the real-life relationship status of Lili Reinhart's Betty and Cole Sprouse's Jughead. After all, chemistry that good can't come from nowhere, right?
I just want you. I want all of you.
While the two were very tight-lipped about their romance early on, they eventually confirmed to the world that the rumors were true.
From now on, we're partners. In serpents, in life, all of it, okay?
But unfortunately for Bughead fans everywhere, the two announced in August of 2020 that they had broken up earlier that same year. They've still got plenty of Riverdale left to shoot, so who knows what the future holds. Wishing these two the best. Number 3, Sophia Bush and Chad Michael Murray, One Tree Hill.
I wanted you to fight for me. I wanted you to say there is no one else that you could ever be with and that you'd rather be alone than without me.
One Tree Hill, positively filled with off-camera romances. Peyton and Lucas may have been the OTP for most One Tree Hill lovers, but Lucas's relationship with Brooke was the one that came to fruition off-screen.
The difference is I love you, Brooke.
Chad Michael Murray and Sophia Bush tied the knot about 2 years into the show's run, but much like their characters, it wasn't meant to be. The two ended up separating 5 months later and eventually divorcing, despite Brooke and Lucas's ongoing relationship in the show. Yikes. Of course, Brooke later moved on to Julian, and Sophia Bush did in real life too, dating co-star Austin Nichols on and off between 4 and 6 years. Chad Michael Murray also dated another co-star. Seriously, what was in the water on that set? Number 2, Ian Somerhalder and Nina Dobrev, The Vampire Diaries.
Why don't you let people see the good in you?
Because when people see good, they expect good.
Although Elena's romantic entanglements on The Vampire Diaries start with Stefan, Paul Wesley wasn't the vampire actor who ignited Nina Dobrev's heart. The actress dated her other co-star, Ian Somerhalder. Before the two were romantically linked, Dobrev said in an interview that she would never want to date a co-star, and reportedly denied her feelings for Somerhalder for quite some time.
And of all the choices that I've made, this will prove to be the worst one, but I am not sorry that I'm in love with you. I love you, Damon.
But as we know, you can't stop true love. Unfortunately for these two, they didn't get a happy ending like their on-screen counterparts, and the pair broke up in 2013. Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions. Emily VanCamp and Chris Pratt, Everwood. Siblings on the show, dating in real life.
Hey, Brett.
Look, I already know, okay? So don't bother laying into me. You can't make me feel any worse than I already do.
Hello, guilty conscience. I just came to tell you that I took the trash out so you don't have to.
Chase Stokes and Madelyn Cline, Outer Banks. A whirlwind summer romance that ends on the run.
I feel like I should warn you. When I get to this point, usually with boys, I bail.
Maybe we should stop.
Kaya Scodelario and Jack O'Connell, Skins. First love on and off screen.
Listen, I got a call from your man. He's all in a tizzy. So I thought I'd come and hear your side of the story, like.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Crystal Reed and Daniel Sharman, Teen Wolf. Move over, Allison and Scott. Isaac got the girl in real life.
Go in there with confidence, and all they'll see is a boyish-looking man.
Or a stupid teenager pretending to be a man. I want to get my head blown off by a bunch of Japanese fingerless mobs.
Jason Segel and Linda Cardellini, Freaks and Geeks. Forgetting Sarah Marshall or forgetting Linda Cardellini?
Oh my God. I'm done, man. I'm done.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Leah Michelle and Corey Monteith, Glee.
And that's where you lose, Finn. Because if you take a second look at me, you'd realize that I'm the only person in your life who knows you and accepts you for who you are, no matter what.
From the very first moment of Glee, it was obvious that Finn and Rachel would be the main romance of the show. What fans didn't know was how that on-screen chemistry would cross over into real life.
Break a leg?
I love you.
The relationship didn't begin as quickly as you might think. Of course, there were rumors, as there always are, but these two didn't confirm their real-life connection until a few years into the show's run.
We are endgame. I know that, and you know that.
However, as all Gleeks out there know, the chemistry between the two actors shone through from the start. Michelle and Monteith stayed together until Monteith's tragic death in 2013.
We've got tonight. Who needs tomorrow?
We love you, Finn and Rachel. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.